I asked her for directions, and somehow I ended up losing my way to everything I thought I knew. The city was louder than I imagined. Cars rushed past me like they were late for lives that already belonged to them. I stood on the footpath with a small travel bag, my phone in my hand, watching the map spin in circles like it was mocking me. Every road looked the same. Every building felt unfamiliar. I took a deep breath and told myself this was fine. New city, new beginning, that was the whole point of coming here. That was when I noticed the police jeep slowing down near me. The door opened and she stepped out. Her uniform fit her perfectly, not in a strict way, but in a calm, confident way. Her hair was neatly tied back, her cap slightly tilted, her eyes sharp but not cold. She looked at me like she had already read half my story without me saying a word. "Are you lost?" she asked. Her voice wasn't harsh, it wasn't suspicious, it was simple, human. I swallowed and nodded slightly. "Yeah, I think so." She glanced at the phone in my hand. "Where are you trying to go?" "The old city library," I said. "I'm new here." She paused just for a second, like she was searching her memory. "Go straight," she said finally, pointing down the road. "Take the second left, you'll see a big banyan tree. The building is right behind it." Relief washed over me. "Thank you," I said quickly. "I really appreciate it." She gave a small nod. "Be careful, traffic gets heavy after noon." I smiled, adjusted my bag, and started walking in the direction she showed. I didn't notice her watching me until I was already a few steps away. I walked for nearly 20 minutes. The road stretched longer than I expected. Shops changed, houses changed, the crowd thinned out. By the time I reached the second left, the sky had started to change color. I turned. There was a banyan tree, just like she said. Behind it stood a tall, quiet building. My heart lifted. Then I read the sign. City Archive permanently closed. I stood there for a long time, staring at the locked gate. Rust clung to the iron bars. Notices were pasted over each other like forgotten apologies. The place felt abandoned, empty. This wasn't right. I checked the address again. I checked the map again. The location pin rested exactly where I was standing. A soft laugh escaped my lips, not because it was funny, but because disappointment sometimes sounds like laughter when it doesn't want to cry. I sat on the steps in front of the gate. The evening air cooled my skin. The city lights began to blink on one by one. This library wasn't just a building to me. It was the reason I came here. I remembered my mother sitting beside a window, glasses low on her nose, surrounded by shelves of books she treated like friends. She used to say libraries were places where broken people came to feel whole again. After she passed away, I found an old diary of hers. Between grocery lists and pressed flowers, there was a single line circled twice. "If I ever leave this world early, go sit where I found peace." That line brought me here. And now it was gone. The sky darkened, a few drops of rain touched my hand. Then I heard the sound of an engine slowing down. I looked up. The same police jeep. She stepped out again, this time with surprise written openly on her face. "You're still here?" she asked. I stood up quickly. No, I didn't reach. Her eyes followed my gaze to the locked gate. Understanding dawned slowly, and when it did, her face changed. "Oh," she whispered, this place closed last year." I felt something tighten in my chest. "You told me it was here," I said softly, not accusing, just tired. She took a step closer. "I'm sorry, I genuinely forgot. The library shifted to the new sector." I nodded. "It's okay." But it was. The rain began to fall properly now, not heavy but steady, honest. "I came all this way for this place," I said, mostly to myself. "It was my first day here." She looked at me carefully. Why was it so important? I hesitated, then I answered. "My mother worked here for years. She passed away recently." I took a breath. I just wanted to sit where she once sat. Her eyes softened instantly. The badge on her chest suddenly felt less important than the person wearing it. "I shouldn't have let you walk away like that," she said quietly. She opened the Jeep door. "Come, I'll take you to the new library." I didn't argue, I just got in. The rain tapped against the windshield as we drove. Streetlights stretched into long reflections on the road. "I'm Mira," she said after a while. "Ayan," I replied. There was silence again, but it didn't feel awkward. "She loved that place, didn't she?" Mira asked suddenly. I turned toward her. "Yes, how did you know?" Mira slowed the Jeep. "I knew her," she said. The words hung in the air. "She helped me when I was studying for my police exams," Mira continued. "I used to go to the library every evening. She'd save a seat near the window, bring me tea when I was too tired to stand." My throat tightened. "She believed in me," Mira said softly, "even when I didn't." The Jeep stopped near a small park. "She used to sit here during breaks," Mira said, pointing to a bench near a cafe. "She said the noise of people made her feel alive." I stepped out slowly. The rain had stopped. The air smelled fresh, like something new was about to begin. I sat on the bench, the same bench. "I thought you led me astray," I said quietly. Mira smiled gently. "Sometimes wrong turns lead us to the right memories." We sat there in silence, sharing something deeper than words: grief, gratitude, connection. "I was scared to come here," I admitted. "I thought it would hurt too much." Mira nodded. "Pain doesn't disappear when we avoid it, it just waits." I looked at her, really looked at her. "You're not just a cop, are you?" I said. She smiled. "And you're not just a lost stranger." The city lights reflected in her eyes, warm, steady. That evening, I didn't reach the library. But I reached something else. Something that felt like home. And for the first time since my mother left, I didn't feel alone anymore.